Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ellie and today's video is going to be my November reading wrap up. Today is actually the 31st, no 30th, there's not 31 days in November, the 30th of November, and I have literally just finished reading one of my books. I'm halfway through another book, but I don't think it's very likely I'm going to finish it today, so I thought I would just film this video now. This month has been an okay reading month. I have still read quite a few books. Again, there was some that I really enjoyed and some that I didn't enjoy. I apologise if the lighting is off, it is dark outside. I'm using a studio light to film right now, so yeah, I'm going to just get straight on with the books I read this month. So the first book I read this month, I actually cannot find anywhere. I have no clue where it's gone, but it was Lola and the Boy Next Door. I think that's what it was called, pretty sure it was, by Stephanie Perkins. And I was going to reread Anna and the French Kiss because I remember when I first read it, I loved it, and then watching booktube videos, I found a lot of people absolutely hated it. So I thought now I'm older, I would go back and reread it and see if I had a different opinion. But I'd always wanted to try the other books because I'd loved the first one. So I tried Lola and the Boy Next Door, and honestly I did not enjoy it at all. The main character of Lola, I didn't get it. She annoyed me really. Like, it was the same thing with like Anna and the French Kiss, where she had a boyfriend but she still fancied someone else, and there were specific lines that I almost just put the book down after reading because it was ridiculous. There was one and she was just like, oh my god, is he looking at my bum? But that wasn't about her boyfriend. I don't know, I found the whole book really cringy and I really didn't enjoy it, and I would probably go as far as saying it was probably the worst book I read this year. And I don't really like giving bad reviews on books. I kind of like feel bad because obviously the authors put in a lot of time and effort into writing their books, and I feel really bad like saying it was awful, but I really didn't enjoy it and I wouldn't recommend it, and I don't think I would have enjoyed it when I was younger either, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend that one. Then the second book I read was The Lion Game by Sarah Shepherd. Some people say Sarah, some people say Sarah, but to me that's pronounced Sarah. I've read the Pretty Little Liar books. Well, I've read the first one and I've watched the entire TV series and I loved it, so I wanted to try some more of her books, and I really enjoyed this one. It was a bit of a slow start, but once I got into it I really enjoyed it. Basically it's about these twins, and they don't realise they're twins. They were both adopted and obviously separated when they were younger, and they didn't know about each other, and one of the twins dies, and like the story is told from the point of view of the dead twin, but it's about the life of the one that's still alive, so it does take a bit of getting used to because of the way it's written, but once I got my head around the way it was written, it was really good. I felt in parts it was literally just like Pretty Little Liars, and I read one of her other books this month, which again I will show you in a bit, but again I all feel they are very similar books. Even though there's different characters, they are very samey, but I still enjoyed it. I think this is a series by the way this ended. I'm pretty sure there is another book after this, and I would try that because I did enjoy this one. But yeah, it's very similar to Pretty Little Liars, but I still enjoyed it. The next three are all from the same series, so I'll just show them all at once. But I read the Potion Diaries series by Amy Allward, I think that's how you say it. I received these for my birthday from my friend Beth, and I got around to reading them this month. I enjoyed them. I preferred the books as they went along. I thought the last book was the third one, so the three books are the Potion Diaries, the Potion Diaries A Royal Tour, and Potion Diaries Going Viral. And yeah, I think again it's another book that I would have really enjoyed a lot more when I was younger, but I did really enjoy them. They got better as they went along, but they're basically about a girl called Sam, and in their world they have people that can basically like do magic, and some people can't do magic, and she can't do the magic like her sister can. And in the first book there is the royal family, and one of them becomes ill, so they send out to the royal family, kind of call all these different people together and send them on what they call a wild hunt to try and find a cure so they can cure the princess who has gotten ill. So I don't really want to say too much in case you haven't read them, because obviously if I talk about the second and the third book it's going to completely give away what happens in each book. So I really enjoyed it. I would recommend that story. Again, I think they are for younger readers, but I myself still enjoyed them at my age, so yeah, I think they are for younger people, but I don't think it really matters how old you are because I still enjoyed them. The next book I read was The Good Girls, again by Sarah Shepherd, and I'm pretty sure that I read online, I don't know if it's true, but this is going to be made into a TV series as well. But this was very, very similar to Pretty Little Liars. There's the 5 best friends, someone gets murdered, the friends are framed for the murder. It was very, 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 very similar to Pretty Little Liars. Again, each chapter was kind of written from a different one of the girls' point of view, which I think was really nice because you get a bit more of an insight into all of their lives and how they feel about this murder. But yeah, if you like Pretty Little Liars, you'll like this because it is pretty much the same book, just different characters. The next book I read was Always With Love by Giovanna Fletcher, and I will admit, I started reading her books when they first came out. I am a fan of her books, but I am an absolutely massive McFly fan, and of course Giovanna is married to Tom from McFly, so that's the main reason why I picked up her books. But I was so excited when they were actually like really good. I didn't have low expectations, I didn't think that they were going to be good, but I really, really enjoyed them. So Always With Love is the second book. The first one is Billy and Me, and this just continues the story of Billy and Sophie. And if you haven't read Billy and Me, basically Billy is a big film star. He's from the UK, but he lives out in America with his family, and he comes to the UK to film his new movie. And Sophie meets him, and at first she has no idea that he's famous, but they fall in love. If you can tell, I won't give away too much in case you haven't read it, but basically this just continues their story, and the book starts off with them flying out to LA where Sophie meets his family for the first time. And it was an easy read. I really enjoyed it. I think if you're looking for a nice easy read, it's romantic, it's got romance in it, it's very, very easy read. I literally just sat, and it was very fluent, and you could just sit, well, not read it all in one go because it is quite long, but it's an easy read and it's just nice and chill, and there was never a point where I got bored with it. And if you have read Billy and Me but haven't read this one, then you should definitely read it. And I don't know which one of the two I preferred. I think I might reread Billy and Me because I enjoyed this one, so I want to revisit that story. But this is another series that I would definitely recommend if you haven't tried them already. And the final book, which I finished this afternoon, was Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth, and I picked this up because I really, really enjoyed the Divergent series, and I thought, seeing as it's by the same author, I would enjoy this. But honestly, I didn't really like it. It was a bit of a struggle. There's like nearly 500 pages, and I did feel like I was going to struggle to finish it. At times I was tempted to just put it down and maybe try again next year with it, but I just can't do that. If I've started a book, I have to finish it, and I don't know, I just really didn't enjoy it. I struggled with it. I found it was quite confusing, and I just didn't get on with it. And honestly, I didn't understand what was going on. So I can't really explain what happened because I was just very confused by it. But because I did enjoy the Divergent series so much, I do want to give this another try next year. And maybe if I just kind of read a few more books and then go back to this, I may have a fresh opinion on it. But I just didn't get it, and I didn't enjoy it. So those were the books I read in the month of November. I'm really sorry that I haven't uploaded in a while. I've kind of struggled with ideas on videos because I was going to do a book haul, but I've realised if I do a book haul, I buy the books at the start of the month, and then I'll have read them by the end of the month. So if I do a book haul, it'd be the exact same books in my wrap up. So the videos aren't really going to have any like difference in them because it's just going to be the same books. I have a few videos planned for sort of the end of the year, so December I should have a few more uploads. But yeah, I'm really sorry about not having any uploads in the last couple of weeks, just because I knew I was going to do my wrap up and I didn't want all of the books to just be repeated this month. So yeah, hopefully next month I will have a few more uploads, and I don't know if I'm going to have as good of a reading month. I have bought a few books which I am going to finish off the year with. I'm not going to push myself to read all of the books I bought, but yeah, I'm probably not going to have a big of a reading month in December just because December's a busy month. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you have read any of these, then please let me know down below what your comments were, especially on books like Carve the Mark, just because I didn't get it and I didn't really enjoy it. If you have read that, I'd like to hear about what your opinions were, because it's probably just me that didn't like it because I didn't understand it, and I think I just need to reread it again at a slower pace, and then maybe I will understand it. But yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon with my next one. Bye!